Joel, I don't want to brag, but I'm going to. On September 17th of last year, so just about a year ago, I threw up this tweet, and it was not a stock recommendation, but I was looking at natural gas. And believe it or not, I used to trade fertilizers back in a life before television. And I said, basically, if you think there's a big natural gas arbitrage between here and Europe, you want to own CF and Mosaic. Again, not a stock pick. CF's up 150 or whatever percent since I tweeted that out a year ago. Mosaic up 70%. I mean, these, again, not bragging, just saying another reason to watch CNBC. These companies are printing money.
Absolutely. Them and Nutrien are printing money. And I mean, you've got such a great situation, right? The gas differentials in Europe and the US, like you speak of, and you've got dryness, right? You've got maybe some crop production challenges in the US, in China, in Europe, in Brazil. There's a lot of good things happening. There's a lot of complexities too. You've got rail strikes. You've got every day what's going on in the war, what's going to happen here and there. But amid a very dynamic environment, they are printing money.
What if there is a, by the way, this rail strike, that's maybe coming starting Friday night at midnight? I mean, to me, this is like the biggest economic story in America right now that nobody else is talking about. If we get a shutdown of the rails, what then happens to these stocks in the near term, Joel?
Yeah, like there's a lot of fertilizer production in places like Florida and Ohio and Texas, Louisiana. There's a lot of retail farm centers across the Midwest. So definitely in the short term, fertilizer prices are going to go up. But if it extends for a period of time, you're going to have a lot of problems with these companies getting supply around. And you may just have a bad fall season if it goes on for a long time and a lot of demand deferral to the spring.
I've watched many rail loads go from Plant City, Florida to Port Charlotte, Florida to load onto ships, believe it or not. So if there is a rail strike, if you own these stocks, be noted. We also talked about Corteva. That used to be called Pioneer Hybrid. Now it's got like this fancy name. They're not really a fertilizer company, pure play. How are they different being more on the seed side?
Right. This is the Dow-DuPont merger of their ag business. And it's about half of seeds and half of crop protection chemicals or pesticides. And they have a lot of good things going for it. They have the iconic Pioneer seed brand, like you said, and they're just gaining value every year as higher yielding seeds. Farmers want to pay up for those. They have a lot of good things in their pipeline. They've been developing their own biotech seed traits to compete with Bayer/Monsanto. I was at an event they did in Iowa yesterday where they rolled out a really good and credible plan to streamline the business, go out of countries that they're not making a lot of money in, cut out crops and products and make the money in. And they have a very good midterm target here and trajectory here of very solid double-digit growth here that I think investors should look at.
But it is getting close to your target of 66.
We raised our target price overnight to $72 on the back of that event.
Look, I got old news. I'm fake news. So 72?
72, that would use a 14 times multiple on 23 numbers, rolling forward the target from 22. And by the way, if they can meet their growth targets of something like 13, 14, 15% earnings trajectory growth over the next few years per year, you roll that multiple for it, it's a $90 stock in 2 years.
Yeah, and for our listeners on the radio that can't see the chart, sucked 63.5, 63.50. So if you go to 72, you're making 8.5, whatever bucks. Lithium. Let's talk lithium. Electric cars, all the rage. The demand for lithium just soaring. Albemarle, again, one of these companies no one ever talked about a few years ago, based down there in Charlotte, North Carolina, lithium king of the world almost. How much more money is there to be made in Albemarle? I just wonder how high lithium prices can go until electric car buyers like, you know what, I want to go electric, but I can't drop 100 bones on a truck that goes 100 miles towing a trailer.
Probably a lot. And I think what the investors have been saying is, isn't Albemarle, to your point, isn't lithium price as good as it can get? And that's been a fight all year. And Albemarle the last bunch of months and other competitors in lithium too have been able to raise prices. Prices started to flatline, and then they're like 14 times the cost curve. They're up 14 times the past 2 years. Lithium price is $70,000 a ton. What you're seeing is that the prices are starting to rise again, as there's no lithium inventory really in the world right now. Yes, supply is going to come on. There's lots of projects coming on, but we don't see the snugness in supply demand really changing until late into 23 or 24. So right now, until a lot of new projects can come online and add inventory into the system, you're going to price the lithium prices stay quite high, and numbers will keep going up.